I've got around me, I live in the country as you probably know, in Lincolnshire, and around me I've got a few different villages, towns and whatever, cities, all within sort of a 20-mile radius. Now over the last year I've visited 2 main auction houses and the odd one here and there, and all my stuff which I've been buying has been from them 2 places, shop windows, local shop windows, stuff out of the paper, and hearsay, word of mouth. This year I thought, well, there's got to be a few more places, and I investigated Ministry of Defence auctions, liquidated stock auctions, and that sort of stuff. And as a result of that, through looking, Sharon found another 2 or 3 different auction houses within a sort of a 25-mile radius of our home, and we've started visiting these. There's a massive stuff which is now open to us, which we can buy and sell on for profit, which we hadn't seen, known or even heard about before. So what I've done, in this video, I'm just going to show you one of the other types of, or this is sort of a ex-MOD stuff and liquidated stock sort of equipment. So I'm just going to show you this. This is another auction house which we've only just found. It's been there, it's been operating for ages and ages. We just didn't know about it. Because I do get emails from people saying, oh, there's no auctions around me. They're there if you look. And as I said to you before, you've got to become a bit of an investigator. We've just found these. Sharon found this one in the local paper, and also by searching for liquidated stock auctions, blah, 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 or whatever town or city you're in. And just have a look, you will find them. They are there. They're not sometimes promoted very well, because, well, 9 times out of 10, the people running them possibly are an estate agent, for example, which this one I'm going to show you now was run by an estate agent. They probably don't run them all that often, maybe once every 3 months, once a quarter, for example. They're normally attributed to sort of estate agents who do other business as well. So, worth having a look, but just have a look at this email and see this sort of auction house, and I'll show you the sort of stuff which is at this one. This is the first time we've been to this one, so have a look what we found anyway. Well, there you go. That was within I think it's about a 14-mile distance from my home. Never even knew about it. And as you can see, there's so much stuff there. The procedure for that auction, I went in and had a chat with the auctioneer afterwards. All you do is you leave your name and address. They sign a piece of paper with your name and address, telephone number, contact details basically, and they issue you with a number for that sale and that sale only. So you don't have to register and anything, and the only other condition is you pay cash, cheque or by a debit card. You can't pay by credit card on this one. So that number is only good for that day, which is Saturday, and those are the items which you bid on. There's a whole sheet, there's probably about 800 items I think there. So we'll be turning up to that one on Saturday and having a little look at that one. We're off to another one this afternoon, which Sharon found again, and that again is within about a 20-mile radius. Again, another one we haven't been to. So doing your research is very, very important. Don't just rely on, oh, I can't go, I don't know where there's any auctions around here, or go into Google and typing in auctions in your city or town. Sometimes you have to go one step further, and 9 times out of 10 actually phone up maybe an estate agent, for example, and they say to them, do you do auctions? And if they don't, couldn't they point you into a direction of a person or company that does do auctions? So be a bit creative, be a bit inventive, but please don't carry on the same thing, because we're now in, say we're going to be starting March soon, and 9 times out of 10, if you haven't started anything by now, you settle back into your normal pattern of life again, and nothing's going to change, and you're going to carry on. You're going to get fed up one day at work by your boss having to go at you, or you having to have to go into work when you don't feel well, because they say they put you under pressure when you're sick to make you feel terrible, that you're skiving, and you'll even though you're not well, you'll still go into work, and then you'll give the cold to someone else, or you might have even picked up your cold from work because someone else has felt guilty about going into work and getting stick from the people at work saying you're trying to pull the wool over your eyes. All that sort of stuff goes on. So don't wait to that time. You've obviously come to look at my videos for a reason, so please don't fall into the same trap again. If you have got the desire to break out of the rat race and you're fed up with it, it took me till I was 41, as I said to you before I actually did it. Although I've been thinking about it for many, many years before that. Something had to give, and I made the jump, and that was now history. I look back to 2005 when I first made the jump, and I remember what I felt like there. I was a bit unsure of my future. I didn't know the regular wage was going to be taken away from me, and I had all bills to pay, I had a mortgage to pay. Well, I look back at that now, and when you're in a different arena, things do present themselves. So all I'm saying to you is I will provide you with a safe learning environment so that if you do decide to make the jump, you won't get a better offer of providing quality information without any bias in whatsoever, and without ripping you off and putting you into a sales funnel. This is a learning environment, and you can come here, especially if you join my membership website, for £25 for a year's subscription, and you can then make an informed decision on either following one of the business models which I followed, or you can say to yourself, I can see that this is not for me, and then carry on with your life or look elsewhere. Okay, I'm going to leave it there. I'll speak to you soon. Thanks very much, and goodbye.